All right, yeah. Fuck it, record.
Which song are you gonna put?
Oh, we're recording already?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, hi, welcome to the Talking Apes podcast. I think is my mic good? I think it might be a little low, but you know what? It doesn't matter. Anyway, today we have on two guests. One is a reoccurring and actually the most popular episode we've ever had.
Damn,
if you know Danzel, I'm sure he's been up to you. He's like, yo, I've been at a podcast before. Look at this. And that's why it's so popular. Nah, I'm playing. And then we have on my brother, A.G.Trip. So, yeah, introduce yourself. Let the people know who you are.
Go ahead. Me first?
Yeah.
All right. I'm Denzel. I go to Northeastern University with this clown right here.
Yeah.
Lead of the band Mystic River Funk. We dropped our first single last May. Castle in the Sky. Stream that.
Nice. Maybe we could hear a little. Is it on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Here, why don't we play a little part of the song? How'd you is that that's the only song you made?
Yeah, so that's a first finished song, you know. That's I guess that's a process of making music, is you have a ton of ideas and they kind of go in and out.
When we recorded with him last August, September, he was like, I'm dropping it soon.
And they were like 6 more months.
Yeah, those things always, I'm sure you can attest to that. It takes more than always.
The mixing, man. The mixing is ridiculous.
Bro, No Love, the video that I dropped in April, I had that song ready October of 2020, a year and a half before it, and then I was just trying to get the video done, and it took me
when you
a year and a half.
Actually do shit like that, you realize why people like Frank Ocean take 5 years to drop an album.
Isn't it dropping now? He's making an album, I heard.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I wouldn't believe him.
But also I'm sure he has a bunch of people working for him that probably do it for free, because I get to be on his album.
His whole team. It's different when you're trying to make it there, like us, and we don't really have that team.
Right.
We don't have an engineer.
Yeah. Here, we have a clip.
Let's throw that on.
Let's throw on the clip.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a switcher, yeah.
Play harder.
Can you put the gain up a little bit?
A bass line.
That's all you? Let's let the listeners listen to the whole song so we get some more views on it. Dude, I loved it. It's very just vibey, almost psychedelic in a little bit.
Yeah, thank you. It's super Steve Lacy inspired.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
And I can tell you're very heavily
inspired. He taught me how to play guitar. If I ever get to meet that man, I'm gonna be like, yo, and then you're the master.
Who's the Becca C?
Becca C, she's the homie. She goes to Berklee College of Music in Boston.
Shout out Becca.
And her voice, angelic. Yeah.
So she was on the backing vocals there?
Yeah. So originally I had the song done with my vocals, and I was like, it needs something else, because I'm not a singer. I consider myself a guitarist, mostly. And then when she hopped on it, I was like, all right, now it's ready to let out to the world.
Yeah, that's cool. Are you guys gonna make more music?
For sure, yeah. So she's from Cali, so she just landed back in Boston. As soon as I get back, we're gonna try to play some more shows. We played a couple of shows at the end of last semester, for our school and a couple frat parties and stuff. Yeah.
He has a song that is right now. It's just instrumental still, but when she goes on and it comes out, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah,
super hard.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
You show a little unreleased.
Oh, like, I don't know if it'll come out well on this. I would have to like email it. I think.
Yeah. Oh,
it'll be a whole process.
Is that what you? Oh, here we have actually A.G.Trips new song too. So we could play a little bit of that one.
Close the door now, word. Happier than most past. Forever's sake, can I take you out of lunch, girl? So it feels the same, can we not let go? I'm here and I promise I'll be patient. If you need time, girl, I'll let you take it. Let's talk, girl, promise I'll be honest. One day at a time, let's ride. Oh, bright lights and they shine when we drive through the city. Ain't no time for looking back, let me know you coming with me. When time is in the freeze, you can fall in the breeze. Always stuck on countdowns, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And maybe we don't do enough. In the morning I don't wake up. I'm in my dreams with a couple cups of some cold iced tea, and it's just you and me. These butterflies still leave me in my stomach aching. Girl, you made me feel it, how else could I say it? Hardships gon' make me turn through these pages. It's a story with a story.
Dude, super nice voice, man. And those guitar licks on there, it reminds me of like some Rick James. Mary Jane.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys ever heard that song, but like that. But no.
I always love that. I always love that.
It's not me on the guitar, but
it's beautiful though. Beautiful selection.
Thank you.
What do you have coming next? Are you working on the next song?
Dude, you know, right now, so it's like, so if you've been listening to my music for a while now, like you know that I've been going for like, it's been like 2-3 years ish kind of thing, up and down kind of thing, dropping every now and then, but I've only released like rap music, like heavily on the rap side, and now this is my first song that's like pop. So after this, I want to just like keep dropping more pop songs, and I've got a lot in the bag that I'm just trying to wait for the right time. I mean, Ice-T dropped August 24th, so like a week and a half ago.
I liked Ice-T a lot. That's a good flow. It's like a good energy. I don't know.
Thank you.
It's dope. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I fuck with now. I want to like do good energy songs instead of like the song right before. The video that I dropped and everything, it was like
that's
complete opposite vibe.
A little dark,
like
no love, the one that you.
Are you gonna make a video for Ice-T?
In the future maybe, but right now I'm like so caught up on so many different things. I was in the middle of like switching distribution companies in the middle of this, so it was like a lot of kind of all over the place. I was meant to drop Ice-T like in July, but a bunch of shit fucked it up.
What's the distribution company?
I'm on this thing called Indie Flow. It's like a very underground kind of thing. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
I haven't.
No, but it's really cool. So it costs more than DistroKid, but they put you on a Sound Exchange, which is $100 to get on there, but they do it for you for free.
Yeah.
And you're like in a Discord. You have like an A&R pretty much. It's like you're a little bit more involved. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, and I mean it's dope, but I don't know. I'm kind of second guessing it a little bit. I don't know.
Let's see it.
Yeah, this is a clip from the music video, chapter 1.
True in the mood, ain't no fucking complaining. I gotta prove, and I'm so sick of putting
right
no
in
love, I want all plenty. No trust, can't talk with me. So focused, stay token. Been down, no cosplay. And I could've put my mind eyes up on them dimes. Grind can't be stopped, always thinking about these rhymes. Want a future, music, is it worth the time? I can't lie, it's perfect, but I'm always fucking working. It's no love, there's no one, babe, I got no one. I'm out of trust, there's no one, babe, I got no one. So roll up, I've had enough. There's no love, there's no one, babe, I got no one. I'm out of trust, there's no one, babe, I got no one. So roll up, I've had enough. It's no.
It was dope.
That's fire.
Filming
Different
that video was so fun, and actually there's a funny story about it. The scene that you saw where he was like full of blood, like the fake blood,
Fucking
and
hilarious.
he was like in the doc,
like a hospital gown.
in the hospital gown. We filmed it at a park, and it's like at a back. It's
like a little forest
it's like in the woods, in a park, and there was like, so we had to like spill like a pint of blood, like the whole bottle of blood on this guy. And like a family with children were like walking by.
No,
so
it's full with kids, like the whole park.
I had to tell. I was like the lookout, and I was like, yeah, it's better. Like we're just filming a music video over there, but like, so no kid actually saw it, but he had to bicycle back. He had to bike back
like
home
20-minute bike
from the park.
Covered in blood?
Covered in blood.
Jesus, bro.
No. It was fucking like it was hilarious to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, people were like, there was this one guy that I can remember it so vividly. He literally put his whole head out of his truck and he's like, "You gotta go faster. You gotta go faster. Call me." And I was like obviously like. I'm just like, I don't even know if he actually thought something was wrong, but like, I mean, that's just like, you see a guy in a hospital gown filled with blood biking just as fast as he can, kind of thing, and you're like, holy shit, like that's kind of what I had to do.
Is if I saw a guy in a hospital gown biking covered in blood, I don't know if I'd want to help him or run away from him.
Right. Yeah.
Like, did you just murder everyone in an insane asylum, or are you being like chased?
Yeah, there's no tell.
Yeah.
You need to have a tell somehow. Because you
I'm
can't.
honestly-
If he says actually I'm the good guy, you can't believe him either.
Yeah.
No, there was a girl like a little girl, like probably like 14 years old, walking her dog, and she was on the phone, and I kept on getting closer, and like her face just kept on getting like more scared and more scared as I got closer, and then she literally turned around and started like the other way when she saw me get close.
That's understandable.
Do you want to make like videos for your music?
Oh, I don't know, man. Videos are like, I love videography and stuff, but it's it's another skill that I have to learn on top of music that I really want to focus on, just getting the music right.
Because you released like a little teaser right before Castle in the Sky came out.
Yeah.
Which was pretty dope.
I saw that too.
Peter helped you shoot that, right?
So that's on my Instagram.
dope.
My boy Peter, he does his videography thing. He vlogs like his travel videos, and I went to go meet him in Dublin, and we went to the Cliffs of Moher and shot like a little video with a little White Castle in the background.
That's sick.
Yeah, with like a drone.
Yeah.
But-
What's Peter doing? Is he's like building up his YouTube channel? Yeah.
Yeah. So his whole thing is he wants it for himself, like memories to like look back on and be like, yeah, I lived life.
Yeah, that's fire. That's fire. Dude, you guys were just in Acadia National Park.
Yeah.
Dude, this guy lost his phone. Tell him the
Oh my god.
the kayaking
stupid
story.
Okay, so we're kayaking, and these guys, they give me a life jacket that's like 3 sizes too small. So we're like in the middle of the lake, and it's the deepest lake in Desert Island in Maine. And I'm like, I know how to swim, so I'm like, let me get this stupid shit off of me. And so immediately I take it off, and it's not coming off because it's too tight. So I jerk a little bit, and I've got my phone in my kayak. And then like as soon as I get it off finally, the thing just like tips over, and I just went full panic mode. I'm trying to save whatever I can, and it's impossible. I took a dunk into the water, and immediately I knew my phone was gone. Like I wish it could float.
Yeah.
And so my friends see me, and they're wondering why I'm panicking and stuff, right? And I'm like, my phone's gone. So immediately my boy Peter, there's 3 of us on the water. It's Peter and Dine. And Dine doesn't know how to like kayak very well. So he sees this all happening, and he's just like, oh shit, I don't know what to do. So I give him my paddle, because now my boat's flipped over and it's filled with water. So I flip it back over, give him my paddle, and he can't paddle with 2 paddles in his kayak. Because I don't know why he can't, but he can't. So then he starts just drifting away, right? And now this kayak is sinking. And so I'm like, I'm not going to lose my phone and pay these rental guys for their kayak. So I'm holding onto the kayak, and it's dragging me down lower into the water. I'm like, Peter, you got to tow me back to shore, because there's like a rope on the end of his kayak. So I grab the rope on the end of his kayak. He starts paddling back. His paddle snaps in half, right?
Oh my God,
so
what the fuck, dude?
now he's got no paddle. My boy Dine is drifted to the other side of the lake because for some reason he can't paddle with 2 paddles in his kayak. And so my boy Peter has to now paddle with half of a paddle in each hand. And I'm just sitting there like, shit, I'm going to drown. It's been like 10 minutes at this point, right? And I'm just treading water, getting dragged down by like a sinking kayak.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is like a terrible sequence of events.
Yeah.
Because he finally got over like digging through the water to get to my boy Dine, gets the paddle, comes back, and then like tows me to shore. And I was like, dude, I was like scared for a
There's a minute there that you were like,
I was like,
holy shit.
I was like, how long am I going to be out here for?
Yeah. Fuck.
What a dark time.
And I didn't have the life jacket on.
Yeah, because you took that shit out. That's what started it all off.
Exactly.
Wow.
Terrible. But Maine is beautiful. Acadia National Park is beautiful if you guys ever get the chance to go.
Did you go go to the park? Like to the national park?
Yeah, so like that whole island is a national park. Mm-hmm. Which we found out because we didn't even know. We were flying a drone there, and apparently the whole island is considered a national park. So it's like you can't fly a drone anywhere because I guess you can't fly drones in national park.
Wait, why you were flying a drone for the
to
make a video?
Because my boy Peter has a YouTube channel. He does.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
he does like those. He just does nice
scenery.
Yeah, like vlogging and stuff. But yeah, I got a $130 fine from
that looks crazy.
Whack ass day trooper. I actually did that hike right there.
Where that lady
with the lady on the ledge. It's like a bunch of rungs and ladders.
That looks kind of scary.
I think it's called the Bumblebee hike.
Is it like you fall to the right and you're done?
Yeah, like a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking scary. You're not scared of heights, right?
Nah, not really.
Dude, I don't understand that. What does that mean? I'm not scared of heights. If you're
okay, yeah. All right. So
I mean, you should be a little bit scared of heights.
I guess it means if I look down and I see like a huge drop. I mean, I know better not to like jump off and kill myself, but I'm not gonna like faint. Like I'm not queasy.
Yeah.
Would you go skydiving?
Oh, see, that's a different one.
Maybe you are scared of heights a little.
I think no. I'm scared of falling. I'm not scared of heights. Like.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
If you're at a big enough height, falling comes with the
it's part of it.
One comedian was like, I think it was Andrew Schultz. He has like a bit on skydiving, and he's like, yeah, my friends are trying to get me to go skydiving. I'm like, fuck you guys. Like, they're like, no, look at this place. Like, the reviews are so good. And he's like, yeah, because the only way the reviews can be bad is if you die.
Yeah.
It's either you make it to the bottom or you don't.
No, but I feel like if you go skydiving, and I feel like it's kind of like when you get through that experience, you feel like something completely different after.
Yeah.
Like,
have you gone, Adri?
No, but I mean, of course, Ryan, he's gone.
I definitely want to. Like,
I think it's on the bucket list. You got to do it once.
Yeah, it's got to be bucket list. We can go in Iceland.
Yeah?
We're trying to see if we can go to Iceland next spring break, dude.
Yeah.
He was on like a few days ago, and it just looks insane. So low key, like some of our friends have gone from here.
Yeah, I know. Corzo
went to Iceland.
That actually makes me think. Like talking about like just going to a place for the national park and stuff. Me and Adri, we saw Logan Paul's 99 Originals yesterday. We watched a video.
Sick.
Do you guys know what that is?
No.
So Logan Paul, he made like an NFT, and he has 99 NFTs, and they're called 99 Originals because he takes each picture is a Polaroid, and it's from like a special moment, like that one right there.
That's a 99.
That's number 99, and like. That's
not the actual picture.
Yeah, that's not it. But like he got all of the other originals or Polaroids that he took, and he went on one of those planes where you go really high and then you fall and it's like zero gravity.
Dude, it's sick.
Dude, and look at that one. That's the Bored Ape one. He got an actual ape and then he dressed it up as the Bored Ape.
Dude, that one.
This one sold for
like $80,000.
For $80,000. Each of them sold for like 20 to 30K. There's one that sold for like 100 something. Like
we talked about this at the end of the episode last week with Vergate, like this guy's NFT collection.
Yeah,
Logan Paul.
Yeah, that's kind of smart.
It's smart and it's like so cool because like he went all over the world.
Yeah,
to, like,
you experience. So like he went to Iceland, he went to Africa. There's like a picture of him in front of like tigers, like or lions, or like literally like 3 feet from them.
Yeah,
it's. So how does that work? You make the project and then that $80,000 that picture is sold for, who gets that? That's going straight to him.
Ryan, go on the website. Go on 99 Originals. It's like, I think the last one's on auction right now too.
That's nuts, man.
Yeah, Anthony was talking to me and he's like, yo, how do I buy one? Like, how can I buy
one? Oh, look, now, so the whole total value is 2.2 million.
He made 2.2 million on 99 Polaroid pictures.
He probably spent more, to be honest.
Yeah,
I feel like it's
the
status that you get after.
How do you buy one?
But he would have been doing all that anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, he traveled the world.
On OpenSea? And are they still for sale? Like, how does that... When you want to buy one of these, like, do you have to auction or is it just... Does he put a price up?
Primary bid, it's an auction.
Oh, shit.
That's nuts.
Yeah,
if you go down, you can see all of them, by the way.
It's like, who's the...
Now, heads buy, bro. People are making money on
this one. I understand.
Where are they?
If you had the money for it, you'd cop them.
Bro, to be honest, I was actually thinking about it too.
Yeah.
Like it's to be honest, it's not a dumb investment.
No, facts.
Logan Paul has big status and all that.
To sell it, but the value comes from somebody wanting to buy it, right?
Yeah, I mean.
And you buy it. You would buy
you gotta
it because
there's some that are like not, PG or anything too. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
There's some nudity in it. Oh, this one is a broken world record.
That's a cool picture though.
That's a dope picture.
No, some of them are sick. Like, this one is like he did it with like high exposure and he just put a light and he just dragged it forward in this Rainbow Road from Mario Kart. See if you can find the one with the target. It's like
I think the bullseye one is 50.
The bullseye
almost like the most interesting to me.
This is a dope idea.
That one's gonna be 50.
Those are really cool pictures.
That one, the way he did it too is super cool. Like he just had the girl there in the middle and it's a pool and he had like a light and every other light would be white or red. And then he just did like this with high exposure, and it came out sick.
The fact that you take that on like a Polaroid, like without editing anything, it's just like...
I don't know. I think he edited a little bit.
But you can't because it comes out on a Polaroid.
But you can touch that up, man. Like we're looking at it on the internet. What's stopping him from getting that file and touching it up? Because when you buy that, you're not paying for an actual physical.
No, you are.
You get the
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yo, I was thinking yesterday after we watched it, imagine like they have like the sick Polaroid and then they like fuck up the writing, like they misspell it or something like that. And you just fuck up the whole picture.
Yeah, that's a dope project. Weren't they in Puerto Rico training for boxing?
Yeah.
Him and his brother. Yeah. Dude, they're saying he might fight the philosopher Andrew Tate. The man.
Dude, that's so stupid. Like, he'd obviously kick. Andrew Tate's kicking all of their asses. Like,
I mean,
dude,
he did put up a fight with Floyd.
Huh?
He did put up a fight with Floyd. You never know.
People are saying that was like low key rigged, and I'm Floyd, like in a way I'm inclined to believe it, dude. Floyd is the best boxer, one of the best boxers of all time. Dude, the thing is that Jake is like he has like 2 heads on fucking Floyd, bro. And he's like 10 times bigger. That's the only thing holding me back.
But even Logan Paul was 2 heads on Floyd.
Well, how big is Andrew Tate?
When they fought?
Andrew Tate's a top
he's
G.
Like 6.
He's only like 6 feet tall, something like that.
Well, you don't know who Andrew Tate is?
No, I know who he is. How big is he?
Top G.
Is there anybody under the?
He's pretty big. He got canceled.
Under the sun that doesn't know who Andrew Tate is?
What's
not
what's
anymore.
The Urban Dictionary? Wait, go back. What's the definition of top G under the Urban Dictionary there?
Probably just Andrew Tate, to be honest.
Andrew Tate, period.
No, you had it.
The epitome of top G.
A top G. Here it says top G. Top G is an individual that is capable in all realms. A term created by a former chess grandmaster, Emery Tate. His unmatched perspicacity, coupled with his sheer indefatigability, makes him a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor. When you are a top G, you are simply dangerous at everything. So are you guys top? And then on top is the after test. Yeah. You guys top Gs? Would you consider you guys top Gs?
I would like to believe that I will make it to be a top G. That
Not yet.
I'm defeatable at everything.
You're like now maybe you're a lowercase G, but
right. Yeah. I'm like
or just a G, not top.
Nah. I'm definitely 20th percentile in the world. Like 20, not top, but
20th percentile G.
Yeah, 20%.
Me and Ryan actually talk about this a lot. It's like if the only time that exists is now and in the present, and you're saying that at one point you're going to be the top G, then you're already a top G because it's in the present, and that's the same time that it is right now.
There you go.
So
I'm already a top G. Nice.
Yeah.
What about you guys? Are you guys top Gs?
Yeah. Once this podcast blows up, we'll be top Gs.
I don't think so. We were talking about this yesterday about how these guys like philosophy about like men's mental health, like about how they say like anybody can be rich, be top G, but not everybody can be top G.
Like
money doesn't make you a top G.
No,
I don't think so.
What makes you?
How do you be a broke top G?
Again, we're using this top G thing, but like he said it actually in a thing. It's like what would you call when are you free? It's like he says it as like a matrix. Like if you're in the matrix, you can have $100 million and then do something bad, and they'll take your house, they'll take everything, and you're not free. You have no freedom. You're still within the confines of whatever society. Freedom, real freedom, is when you do have money, because the money you need it if you want to like be able to move wherever you want in the world, but also like you're not subject to any one legislate, like not one government.
Yeah.
So that's more freedom, I guess. So like he's like got like a bunch of passports.
Yeah.
Little G, a person who is named Georgia but is a rapper with no hair and a sock.
With no hair and a sock.
I got my hair.
Damn.
That was on the Dave Portnoy podcast, right?
Yeah. You know, what do you guys think actually? Because instead of substitute freedom for successful musician, what do you think it is to like that gets you there, and how do you get there? Like, can you buy it by making like a dope ass production video? Can you buy it? Can you buy fame, or is it like you just have to make good ass music? There's talent, and there's some people who don't have it.
I think for music is like subjective. So it's like it all comes down, and like success in music is subjective as well, because it all comes down to like how you define it. Because you could say like the Velvet Underground like were the most successful bands for inspiring like the punk movement or like something like that. Like they spawned a whole movement, but they didn't make as much money as like say, I don't know, a Led Zeppelin or like a Beatles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like it depends how you define success. Because if you want to define it like how many people listen to your shit, how much money you make, Drake is top G.
Yeah.
He's musical top G. But if you want to define it by,
loyal, like, kind of
like
different ways, there's so many different ways.
Changing the culture, like changing the landscape, being a pioneer, like pushing the boundaries of culture.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many.
This is kind of like draw an analogy. Do you watch like basketball?
Like loosely.
Okay, so in that case, Steph Curry would be the best player of all time, right? Because it's like he changed the game in a way where like now you have 3
points. The game before him too, though.
Okay, but in that
sports is harder though. Sports is harder because there are stats.
Yeah,
and
but
stats they're not subjective. You can't argue stats.
But like if you're saying,
there's stats in music too.
Right. It's just the numbers are the numbers, and that's it.
Exactly.
Numbers don't lie.
But music has numbers too, like the streams.
Music has numbers.
The sales that you have, and like how many people will go to your concerts.
But that's why it's like how you define it. Okay, I guess I get what you're saying.
Yeah, if you go off of stats, then it's not Curry. It's probably LeBron because he's all over the fucking stat sheet.
No, it's not even LeBron.
He's on the leaderboards for everything. So if you go off of stats, there's Bill Russell. You could even say him because he has 13 fucking.
But I'm saying if in his case, where it's like someone who like pioneered a certain genre. Like Steph Curry pioneered the 3-pointer. Mm-hmm. The 3-pointer made it so that now the whole game is different than we played it 20 years ago. Yeah. So like if impact, like I don't know, how do you guys measure? Like how would you measure your own success? Like would you want to be someone who gets numbers or someone who like creates something new and valuable?
I would want to create something new that is irreplaceable.
Mm-hmm.
I think that should be like the goal of, or not should be, but for me as an artist, and what I respect most in an artist is that you have a certain pocket of the culture that I can only go to you for,
Like being identifiable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Make yourself identifiable.
So many people just have like sounds that can be replicated and replicated, and it's like it's all a machine because people make money off of you, and I guess that's a good thing for some people. It makes you successful, it gets other people rich.
Yeah.
Who's like an artist that just has not been replicated at all?
Ooh.
Is there someone that sticks out?
X. He's one of my biggest inspirations. XXX. I think he's like
really?
100%. He it was bigger than music at that point for him. I think it was like he built a following for like who he was and like how he grew as a person and like what he could offer to you other than his music.
Yeah.
And there's so many different ways to do it, but like Lil Pump, he was a pioneer in a way too. I'm just saying, I'm putting it out there. Lil Pump was a pioneer for being kind of like that mumble rap new era, like kind of acting like an idiot on Instagram and shit like that. Just making a fool out of himself to get views. And
I don't know. Was he
so many people? So like then
or was
Supreme
rap
Patty
headed to that direction?
It was headed there, but he was like, we'll fucking give you Lil Pump, and then boom. And then now it's like no one really gives a shit about all that. It's like people care about like more meaningful content.
Right.
Yeah.
But
it's here one day, it's gone the next.
Yeah.
So, dude, I met one of the lawyers that's defending one of the guys that shot X, that killed him. It's kind of fucked. Why would you defend that guy?
I mean,
piece of shit, man.
You're getting money. You're getting paid.
Yeah, it's all about the money, but like, dude, that's not like the fuck. You know he's guilty. The hell, man.
I think one of the guys is taking a plea deal.
Right.
Like the driver.
Fuck. But they know who did it?
Yeah. It's been for years.
Dude, because I remember when it happened, like everyone thought it was Drake. Like,
dude, there's a really like
not Drake himself, but like his
the conspiracy though. Yeah. Have you guys ever heard that conspiracy?
That Drake like called a hit on X.
Yeah, you've never heard it?
No, I haven't.
I will say the stuff that X was talking about like the music industry and society itself, he was saying some game-changing stuff.
Right.
That they wanted to silence him, kind of.
Doesn't Kanye say similar stuff? Yeah. That they want him like quiet and not.
Yeah, I feel like that's why the media.
Kanye went off again on Instagram like 2 days ago.
Just like black screens with text.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know. His posts were kind of just outlandish. Yeah. But like at first I was reading into it and I was like, okay, I'm just reading them face level and I'm like, he has to drop a song. He's probably dropping a song.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened last time.
You realize that every time he comes out and he starts talking about his own freedom and whatever, it's always
it's promo. It's good promo.
It's always to market. You start to see it. You start to see like the little tricks he plays.
Oh, let's watch this.
X exposes the Matrix.
What are you cooking?
Oh, do you know that video? Maybe you can find it. It's he's like in an interview outside. He's talking about. Fuck, I forgot. I think you showed me. Remember the video of him being interviewed and.
You were talking about racism?
Maybe he was talking about that. I don't remember, but.
I know what interview you're talking about. I think, but I don't know what exactly. Like what I was. I can rephrase it. I think I remember it.
I don't know. Maybe see if X has an interview. If you see it, whatever comes up.
It's one with Ski too. Right down there. Yeah.
Ski, bro.
That one right there.
No, it's not that one. Is it?
Talking about that one? Yeah. That was the one that I showed you.
No. Whatever.
What are you guys trying to get at? What was he saying there?
I don't know. He was saying something about like just exposing, like just injustices today and like calling a spade a spade. Yeah, but whatever. That's 27 minutes long. But also Tupac had like an interview I think where he said something like, "Well, if you have."
Tupac, Jimi Hendrix, Bob Marley.
Yeah. You see, the thing is though, is that replication will always come. So I kind of take back what I said about replication because replication is.
I mean, that's like mainstream.
Imitation is the best form of flattery or something like that. It's always going to happen because once they figure out your formula, and when I say they, it's the people who want to profit off your art. Once they figure out that formula, like they'll find a way.
Don't they kind of like? At least I guess this has been happening even more. At least I've noticed it with like since a lot of rappers have died in the past few years. Don't they? Like I feel like at first, like right after they die, their production team or whatever is like very nice. Like, oh, we're gonna release this album like in their honor. You know, it's out of respect. It is the music they were working on. We want to get it out to their fans. But then I feel like, dude, you fast forward 3-4 years and they're still fucking making albums.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, at what point?
That's a lot from the label. Like the label, I think they just try to like milk it.
Yeah, they're trying to juice it. At what point does it become like, you know, we're doing this for them? To like we're doing this for us now, like to get more money.
Yeah. I think it's.
If you were the artist though, that's his family. So like I know like some artists. I know Anderson .Paak just got a tattoo like I think on his wrist. It's like when I die, like like any music that's released after my death is like does not have my consent. Like I didn't finish this. Like don't take it as like my art. But then there's the case where it's like. You know, wouldn't you, if you were an artist, right? Wouldn't you want your family to eat, like keep eating after you die?
Yeah, but like until what point, dude? Because that's also
like,
like I feel like you'd feel like used, you know? Like how many posthumous albums does X have? Mac Miller, like 3, 4, like dude, that's a lot. There's no way they have that much music like set and ready to go before they die.
Damn. And then they start with the new AIs. They'll just start making. Dude, see if you could pull up.
No, but you know.
Dude, see if you could pull up Amy Winehouse new AI song on YouTube. It's on YouTube.
Oh, it's crazy. But what they did with X too, it wasn't just releasing his music. They dropped like a Look at Me Deluxe or something like that, and they dropped like snippets of songs as different songs. There's like a whole album with like 100 different like voice recordings, and that's all like that's streams and that's money. Like it's like milking it, you know. It's like it just kind of bringing out his life to
the bottom of the barrel for that too. Like Mac's albums are good albums.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't gotten the chance to hear the very last one that he dropped a little.
Look, this is kind of like a little bit what we were talking about. Like, yeah, maybe it won't just be like songs that you didn't release, but they can literally make new songs. And just for a little context, they made an AI listen to like thousands of hours of Amy Winehouse, and this is a new song that they created.
Do it.
This is the AI.
Well, you know, I got no idea. I got nothing to say. It's all wrong.
Dude, that's scary.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
The
fact that we got to that point. No, go ahead.
They did something similar that probably came out, I think, before this even. It was at like some huge like music program at a university. They got an AI to listen to a bunch of Mozart and come up with a new Mozart song, and they were like fooling like professional musicians and shit. They couldn't tell them apart.
Nice.
Crazy, dude. Crazy.
They did the same thing with Travis Scott. Although the lyrics got like a little funny sometimes. The lyrics kind of got jumbled.
Like what?
But it sounded like Travis Scott.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
what
nuts.
is this?
Dude, but you know, one thing that kind of that leads me to think sometimes is like, if they can make, like, if robots can make music like that, just like literally perfect the art of music in a way, then like, where's the space for like humans to make music?
Is it perfect though? Because a robot can only do what it's programmed to do, you know.
But if you just say, listen to the number one song of the last 100 years, every single, or not 100 years, are you talking about like a certain genre or whatever?
Right.
You get like a formula from that in a way. You can see like there's like, you know, different beats and notes that it hits and stuff like that, like different keys that it's in, and then you get all those together and then you make a perfect song, and you can make different variations of that.
Right.
That's like what I'm saying.
I think eventually it'll get to that point, but I think right now it's like
not yet.
The difference between a robot and us is that there's like different like idiosyncrasies, like we could like texture, you know.
No, but I think what if that gets perfect too? Like the fact that they can do texture like a human.
Yeah.
Like, cause like also like with playing the piano or playing the guitar, you like play softer and then you play harder and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And even when you sing, you play you sing softer and then harder. But what if AI starts to do that? You get me? Like,
dude, we were saying something similar with that the other day with sports, and then Pato sent the video today about just AIs replacing like human jobs.
At this point, they're making art.
Yeah.
This is
that's all made by AI. Really?
Insane.
Dude, there's another one which is crazy, which is like a platform where you have a blank canvas and you could put like, you draw on it like sand. You could put sand. You could draw trees, and then you could make it in the style of realistic, and it'll look like a picture like exactly of the trees that you put, the sun in a certain. Is this it?
No, it's not it.
I think this is one that you write into like a text box. Give me Will Ferrell with two cats.
But we can't do it. I think you gotta accept it into a program. But yeah, that's sick too. That's
insane,
weird. You could put like Pug flying over a rainbow in the moon, and like it'll do a perfect picture.
There's a guy on YouTube, man, who showed me that was doing that, and it's like the accuracy of the AI program is insane. The guy was asking it for the most outlandish, unrealistic things, and it was like coming out properly.
It would be cool if we can get accepted into this project, and then we'll do it in the podcast.
Just play around with it.
What the fuck is this?
Wait, no, Ryan. I think it's go back on Google. I think I saw it. The one that.
Oh, we're in a group. We're in a group chat. Yeah, maybe they'll know. Maybe we type it. But dude, it's crazy. And like even the article that I sent you today that you just mentioned that robots are taking over convenience stores and they could stack shit.
There was a stat I read that these guys kind of extrapolated some in the next like 10-15 years some crazy percentage of like human jobs will just not exist anymore because it'll all be like AI.
Dude, what is it? The biggest job in America is truck drivers or something like that.
Self-driving trucks.
Self-driving trucks. What are you doing?
Boom. Oh, is that it, Ren?
Talking.
Oh, you can do it? You could do it?
No way.
Yeah, do it as a...
Oh, it's an art. Realistic. Great. What did you put?
Talking Psychedelic Apes.
Let's see. Imagine our logo pops up. Or like a picture of us in the podcast from the camera view.
Oh, that would
freak me out.
Dude, I'm running out of the room and let's see.
Oh.
Whoa. Okay. But it's not. Is it talking though?
You just see it get made right in front of your eyes.
I don't think it'll give you a whole ass video though.
No, but that looks. It's really interesting that it can just like. That's really cool.
Christ.
It definitely is psychedelic and ape.
Yeah.
I don't know about
Talking.
something like, it got like that mouth on it.
Like an ape on the moon. Something different. Like where there's like scenery and stuff.
Ape on the moon with
making music.
Yeah, making music. Let's do Malevolent. Malevolent. I'd be impressed.
You can make cover arts like this too, like for music.
Dude, yeah.
Do you think it could get to like a point where
it generates in front of your eyes and all of it is fake?
No, like maybe it could get past like just creating like still images. Do you think it could get to it somewhere where you're making videos?
That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy.
Absolutely insane.
That is an ape on the moon making music.
Generate it again, Ryan, to see.
It's kind of sick.
That's crazy.
Could you see yourself like using this maybe down the line for like 100%. A whole video?
No, for a whole video, you're saying like it'll just generate something on it, like
maybe I don't know. You throw in your song in the program. You say I want a video that has me, my girlfriend, some monkeys, a car, or whatever. Like, do you think you'd ever use something like that for your stuff?
I mean, if it existed, 100%, that would be sick. But like that would take a lot more work. That would take a lot more.
I feel like it would take the fun out of it a little bit.
Yeah, but if you can make it faster, people are gonna do it because you need money.
Oh yeah, I bet people would do it. 100% people would do it.
The thing about the fun of it is really fun to do something like the video that I made. It was really fun to do, but it costed a lot of money. A lot of money. So,
but I mean, that's a product that you made that's out there for people to see, to admire, to love. Like,
I agree. Like I would still want to do videos like that, but I'm saying like if for Ice-T that I just dropped it, I don't have a video for it like that.
Right.
Like, just make it real quick.
Yeah.
Drop it.
Adri, because we already heard Denzel kind of how what your goals and ambitions are with music.
Yeah.
In the sense, would you also agree? Like you want to make something special in that sense, or is it also like?
No, 100%. I mean. Yeah, no, dude, I wanna make, like, I've thought about this over and over because obviously, like, I as an artist and like having such a big ambition, you reflect on what you want to do and stuff like that. But so I thought about this over and over, and when I make it, when I get to that point where at least I have like decent status and people are following me and stuff like that, I want to be able to like have that following understand what I want from them, which is for them to live a better life and make the world better.
And do you think that is there an artist today that's doing something like along those lines?
I think the person that did it most was X, and he inspired the hell out of me. Like he made me. I was a huge fan. I'm still a huge fan, obviously, but no, there's of course other ones too, you know. But it's all about breaking the barrier of like media and mainstream and being like, I don't know, like someone like Kanye as a difference to like Travis or something like, or someone like Drake is. That Kanye will do whatever he wants for a different purpose, but he'll do whatever he wants. He just goes on Instagram and starts ranting about random shit. You know, he breaks that barrier between the mainstream and like his fan base kind of thing.
Isn't Kanye like a little like unstable though also?
Yeah, I mean that's him, but he does it in my opinion, he does it in a bad way that he breaks the barrier, but he breaks the barrier. And someone like Drake, he's just like mainstream. Be careful to not say this. Be careful to not say this kind of thing. And I want to break the barrier, but in a good way, in a positive way, kind of like eye-opening. So that's my goal, I guess.
It's what do you guys think about? I think I already know based on the answers that you gave already, like what your opinions are on this. But like kind of ridiculing yourself or saying something crazy, like acting a little bit like Kanye or like Top G, like saying outlandish shit, but that results in views, that results in like. All of these things, and it's a guarantee if you really just make a clown out of yourself. But look, it's almost like when they say Kanye's a genius, it's like, he fooled us again. We're all talking about Kanye, and he's gonna come out with a song.
Yeah, it's really smart.
Would you do that?
This is what I think about it. I think if you're trying to get to the point where you're built a following, you can do some outlandish things in a way. Like, not all the way, like, be yourself kind of thing. But once you make it there and you have that status, you can just drift into what you want to be. Because then you have the people with their eyes on you. So, like, I'll just say, like, a quote from a song that I had. When Ryan was my manager, I dropped a song called Issues. And in the middle of that song, I said, truth is rap is toxic. Everybody talk shit. Only rap about bitches and how every day they cop shit. Sure, I do it too, but at least I got some range. One day I'm a buzz. Guarantee that shit gonna change. Basically saying, like, everything is about this, like, superficial shit. And, like, you could just be like, I got money, like, Lil Pump kind of thing. Yeah. And then once you finally make it, you can just, sure, I do it too, but at least I got some range. One day I'm a buzz. Guarantee that shit gonna change.
So it's an act almost a little bit. Yeah, it's an act.
To a certain extent. I mean,
so can you, but you're saying that some rappers never, it's not an act because they'll still do it. There's a funny ass tweet that I saw the other day, which was like, what's his name? 21.
21 Savage?
Yeah, 21 Savage. And he tweeted something like, peace and love for this, and like more, never do anything, something like peaceful. And then someone commented, spin the block twice, because like they ain't nowhere to park. And then he's like, yeah, you're taking the words out of context. That's art. That's not my actual. It's like, bro, the things that you're preaching go against. Like,
yeah. No, I mean, you saw like the whole thing that happened at 21, like that he was like acting like he was from America and stuff like that, but he was actually he like grew up in England or something like that. He was posing to be someone else.
He was like, his family like illegally immigrated here.
Oh.
I think he was born on a British colony. I'm not sure. Like, and I don't think it was actually
the memes from this.
He moved to like Atlanta and he never got it.
No, I mean, it's like kind of like posing the act because you don't want to be seen in a certain way. Kind of thing.
That one's funny.
Sir Savage.
The villain. He's the villain. Jesus.
Yeah. Here's my thing. I value who I am as a person. I value my privacy and whatnot. So it's like I don't think I could personally do it. Like put on a gimmicky act, like, because I think like time and time again, like music is shown to prevail in at least some subset of audiences. Like I think the way to get global recognition is put on an act, put on a show. People like to be entertained, but it's not necessarily the way to be, the most influential artist of all time. Sure. Yeah, like Stevie Wonder, like that's like my favorite artist of all time. And I think a lot of people in the R&B space would be like, yeah, that's the GOAT. He's the god.
Yeah.
You know the story of
unproblematic person.
You know the Stevie Wonder story with Shaq, like in the elevator?
Yeah.
You guys know
they think he's not blind.
So Stevie Wonder was like the commonly accepted thing is that he was blind. But apparently him and Shaq lived like in the same building, I think. And one day Shaq like gets in the elevator with Stevie. What was it, bro? I don't remember.
He just walks in the elevator and he's like, "What's up, Shaq?" And Shaq was just like, "What the fuck?"
I feel like I could feel if I'm next to Shaq.
That's the thing. Is like this guy's 7. He's a giant.
Yeah.
Probably felt his breath come down on his head.
When you go to Cape Verde, do you like make music over there?
So like last time I was over there, I was playing guitar with like these old guitarists over there that like retired. That's just like playing music in Cape Verde. Like musicians in Cape Verde, like they're not like world famous,
No, yeah, of course. But do you think it's kind of like a source for inspiration there when you're out there?
I don't know, because I found it like hard to keep up with them because they play a lot of finger style, like close to like Portuguese or Spanish style guitar, like that bossa nova kind of, like that classic old, like when somebody's got like a Spanish guitar, it's got nylon strings, and it's like, and I don't really play like that, because I learned how to play like funk and R&B and blues.
Yeah.
So it's like they were saying to me, they were like, let him solo. He's a blues kid. They're like, he needs a pick.
Yeah.
like pull him arm. But yeah, like over there, like it was beautiful to be able to like play with like, my elders and like from my culture.
Yeah.
I remember last time that you were on, we talked about the trip that you guys took to Amsterdam.
Yeah.
And I remember something like you guys were out and then somehow you had a guitar or someone was playing the guitar and you were able to play it.
Yeah.
And then What happened? And then like,
dude, actually the picture that we saw on YouTube, like for the video,
yeah,
it's a picture we took in Amsterdam that
for
night.
real?
With, like this, it was like a Polaroid or one of those
Yeah,
like cheap
like
little disposable cams.
you guys should sell them and
99 original.
Make 'em out.
Something empty.
Yeah. That some
like a homeless
old
thing.
homeless guy. He had a guitar with like, it only had like 5 strings. One of the strings was like broken.
That's
I forget how I ended up getting the guitar.
We started talking with the guy because he was on the street playing, and then we were both fucked up. It was Amsterdam, so obviously. So then I tell this guy like, yo, like my friend plays music, whatever, like let him hop on. So we gave him $2. He gave us the guitar, and this kid sits like on the bank of the canal and he starts playing the song.
Damn.
And like low key people around us were like looking and like they would stop and shit. It was sick, dude.
That's one of those viral videos if you guys recorded it.
Yeah, TikTok, you would blow up.
Yeah, it's on my Instagram.
Bro, you see, that's look right now. We're like, that's one of those viral videos. And then they're like, we had this really special moment.
You know, yeah. No,
Right.
That's like I had like a big falling out with music, and like I kind of like fell out of the passion with it because of that whole thing where like to be an artist, it's so much bigger than just making music, right? Like sitting down and writing. You gotta like be on top of content all the time.
Yeah.
And if you don't like doing content, or if you're doing content you don't like, then you're not gonna enjoy it, and you're gonna like ultimately like lose a passion. And that's what was happening to me. But
well, that's the thing about like art nowadays is that because everybody's chronically online, right, and we get things so fast, like with we have short attention spans.
TikTok, scroll.
We don't think it's possible to like make something inspiring and build it from the ground up, because everybody that we see nowadays who's becoming big off music, they posted some viral clip and like it had some gimmick and viral TikTok dance.
So, yeah, that's what we were saying.
Blew up, but like historically it didn't have to be that. Like there's plenty of bands that started from the ground up and like built that shit. Plenty of rappers who did the same thing, but it's like we kind of skipped that. I think that's a beautiful part of like the journey of being a musician.
No,
but we skipped that part as a generation.
Don't you think like that whole like journey or whatever kind of has to do also with like what your ambitions are as an artist? Like if you want to just make music for kicks and like share it with your friends and keep it for yourself, whatever, you don't necessarily have to be on top of content. Posting content, trying to blow up, whatever. But if you are, like, it's a whole different story.
Yeah, and then I feel like once you finally make it, you have the freedom to like, all right, fuck it, I'm not gonna do content for like a month and a half. I don't give a shit. Like I already have all these photos, and obviously you want to like, if they're there for the content too, you're providing value through your content too. So you want to give them value and stuff like that. But if I'm feeling like, dude, like I'm hating making content this month, like I'm not gonna make content. But now if I do that, that breaks my momentum, and then it's back to ground zero. So it's like. Yeah. It's a whole different vibe to when you make it and when you haven't made it yet.
What kind of content are you like putting out to like produce your songs?
Dude, I've been making TikToks a lot recently, and I've been trying to like make some funny shit.
Alright, peace out, Ryan.
Peace out, Ryan. Yeah, I've been trying to make some funny shit. I have like, there's this one that I made the other day, which is like, I'm probably gonna like post it like tomorrow or something, but it's basically me in the studio, and then there's like a whole like, it's like recorded really well. Like I took a bunch of different camera angles. It's recorded really well, and basically I get a phone call while I'm recording, and I'm like, oh, I'm not busy, I'll be out, and then like it just turns into like a horror movie. Like it's like it gets scary and shit, and like it's kind of like my brain telling me like, stop, don't, you're fucking busy, like you can't leave, you're making music, but like in a very scary way kind of thing. And I don't know, that's just funny. It's like interesting. So I'm trying to make content like that, I guess, but. Also just like inspiring things. I don't want to be like fake.
Yeah, I know, for sure.
That's something that you told me the other day actually when we were talking about like Instagram and TikTok and like stuff to promote. It's like you got to promote your brand, not your content itself. And those are two separate things, Dude,
because it's like, think of an artist like Drake, and think of an artist like X, just as an example, because we've been talking about them. But Drake, everyone knows him because he makes good music, and then people who are loyal to X know him for making good music and providing so much value in their content and like inspiration and like being picked up from bad moments in their life kind of thing. And so loyal fans of Drake compared to loyal fans of X, it's a completely different story, because the X fans, they know, like they feel like there's a connection, and like if I'm just an artist and I post cool TikToks, that's cool. But if I'm an artist and then I show that I bring value through being funny and then also inspirational and then whatever it is, but that's all things that are part of your brand, and now you can build on and stuff like that too.
For sure.
I think one of the reasons for that is I think we forget that Drake comes from a different time too. Mm-hmm. Like X is like one of the like in the early stages of a generation that's like online, and that you can feel more connected to your favorite artist because they're 100%. Posting, their own personal life. Mm-hmm. Whereas when Drake came up, it's like rap was still like, look at my chain, it's big. You're not on this private jet with me, Yeah. Like Drake, that was never really Drake's goal for people to be inside of his life like that. But even then, I don't like. Who knows if he would have done the same thing with that?
No, but it's like it's so different because also like, to make it big back then, you need to have like a label push you. I mean, it's still on that same direction, but like you need to have a label 100% back then. There's no other way without having a label, and like you need to get radio streams. You need to get like booked in big venues and stuff like that. You're literally you are a product. You're not a brand. You're a product, and it doesn't matter what you provide to people because there wasn't no Instagram like 20 years ago and stuff like that. There wasn't TikTok and stuff like that. So
that's a good thing. Music. That's a good thing. You're able to like kind of get exposure yourself.
Yeah, now you can blow up on TikTok once and then build a following.
Like I thought about this idea the other day. It's like making TikToks is almost like playing the lottery for free a bunch of times because one of your videos might just go like one of them just might go viral.
Dude, you see the stupidest shit blow up on TikTok.
Bro, we've been talking about it the whole weekend. The kid of Corn, big lump of knobs guy, bro. I mean, dude, that blew up. The guy that did the interview, his Instagram has like 2.5 million followers now. Their Spotify has gone up to like it was 1.3 million. I think we looked at it today streams. Dude, those people are making a killing because this 7-year-old said I like corn. It's insane. Yeah. It's absolutely the lottery.
But you know what's crazy? Like literally what you just said right now, you post it on TikTok, you might blow up.
Boom.
Just like that.
Yeah, it changes your life.
You know what the thing is with that though?
Millions of monthly listeners or whatever.
A lot of these artists like they blow up on TikTok and they haven't had to like perform to promote themselves. They don't know what to do in front of a crowd. Dude, you make a video on TikTok, you make a song or whatever. Next day, it's got like 1 million views. You're playing in front of a crowd of like 1,000 people. What do you do on stage?
Yeah,
you have no stage training. You don't know what to do.
It's like it's because it's not you. It's like if you just like right now just switch bodies randomly tomorrow morning with like the president of the United States.
Right.
Like
I hope not.
You're still the president.
Imposter syndrome, like a motherfucker. Yeah.
It's like you have no idea how to address a speech. I mean, not near does like the president of the United States, but that's apart from the point.
Shots fired.
No. I'm just. But that was a weird speech. I don't know if you guys seen the latest one that he did.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah. I saw a video of Joe like pulling him away.
Joe Rogan, posted on Instagram. But yeah, like it's like because you get that's a problem also with like getting too much fame too fast, which is what tends to happen with all of these viewers on these platforms. It's like you're just wake up the next morning and you're viral, and then you have to make like 10 more videos that are just like that one, and then you're trying to do something different because it's a little bit more you. But nobody likes it, and they're like, "Fuck off!" Just go back to that. Like the corn it needs to be the corn video. It needs to be that.
It's got to be corn. If it's not corn, we don't want it.
Exactly. Yeah.
It has the juice.
That's why.
What if he finds something else? What if tomorrow he's like avocados have more juice? More
honestly, I think the kids made it to where he could just kind of do the same goofy thing with different fruits, vegetables,
and
whatever.
Then they would hate him for it, though.
I don't know, man.
They would be in that kid's comment section, and he's like he's a little kid, but grown ass
kill
men
you, motherfucker.
If I see one more corn video, you're fucking dead.
Yeah,
like,
dude, it's absolutely crazy how you could just blow up.
That's why it's important to keep that stuff sacred to you. You know,
like corn.
Along with that too, I wanted to say, along with the whole social media and how crazy good it is for you to like, the opportunity is in front of you. Everyone has the same opportunity. It's also terrible in a way because it's like, social media is terrible for your mental health. At least that's the way I see it. Like, throughout these last couple of years, I've been like, every day, less and less, spending time on like Instagram, TikTok, or whatever, like all that stuff. Like, I don't see as much value in it as I saw back in the day. But, it's like, you have to worry about, I gotta, like, even if I just want to make music, but I have to make content. Like, I have to. If not, then people are gonna get upset that I'm not making content. It's
like pros and cons.
Yeah,
sure.
That's one of the reasons why I was like the first attempt at like making podcasts. It was just hard because you have to do a lot of things that you don't necessarily want to do. Yeah. You just want to talk on a podcast, and you just want to like. And I understand, like, fuck it, if you have money, you could just rent out a studio and like someone does it for you. But like, you know, what if you don't have money? What if you don't have money to like not like to spend $3,000-$5,000 for a studio and stuff like that? Like, you got to figure things out for yourself. But what we've learned, I mean, I think we're doing this a lot better now, and it's just like, if you put a lot of the grind in at first, and then you get better in those like areas, like you can almost get like an autopilot going. You know, you can almost have like you have a system where it's not so you don't have to put so much effort, and you can actually concentrate on making like good content.
Yeah.
You know, like today it took like another hour also to set everything up. But
yeah, I know, but we're learning little by little.
Yeah, exactly. Every time we're getting better.
And I have a monitor.
Exactly.
2 nice mics, 3.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll make sure that doesn't work.
Dude, I'll get that thing to work. I'll try.
We're getting there, man. Little by little.
Another mission. But this time, obviously, we did one camera. But
have you guys like had similar experiences with music where like I guess specifically with production, the first stuff you guys are making is like much harder to produce or not as good quality, and then you're kind of learning. There's a learning curve.
Dude, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's like, dude, it's also like, just in the process of making music, it gets so stressful. You go so like up and down.
Sucks.
You're like, I love this.
Yeah.
I hate this.
Right, and
then you go back to, I'm a god. I'm the best musician ever. And then you get to, oh wait, this.
Dude, that's the biggest issue. Like, I literally made a TikTok about this like 2 days ago. But motivation, it's like it's your enemy. Like,
yeah.
One day you'll be like, oh, I can take over the fucking game, and then the next day you'll be like, you make a song, you're like, I don't like this song, and I think all my music is trash. Like, you're just like you're literally just like, it's not smart.
Right.
And so that's why I'm saying it's your enemy. But I completely agree with you. And like, I'll be like hyping up a song in my head when I'm writing, and I'm like, dude, this song sounds so good. And then I record it because I have like a mic and like a little small studio in my house. I record it, and I'm like, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Like, I spend so much time and it's terrible. I don't know how I got here.
That's where discipline comes in, though.
Yeah.
Now you guys are saying it, I think that's kind of applicable to lots of different things. Like, whatever passion, interest, whatever you have, I think you could say that about it.
Yeah, I think it's mainly for those things that are like big ambitions. Like, if you dream of being something big, like if you dream of being a basketball player, like a podcast, like having a podcast, or an artist or something like that, like there's so much mental health that like you need to be so dedicated and like see years in advance like where you want to be, and just like trust yourself to follow that same road. Yeah. And it's so hard because you're almost like lost. Like, you don't know where you're going.
Yeah, that's like what you said. It's like the discipline in it. And you even said it in the video. It's like, I mean, if say this one has this person has discipline, this person doesn't have discipline, and then
in the TikTok you're talking
about? In the TikTok you make, if one of them has discipline, it's like, okay, here whether you're motivated or not, you're working. Here you're only working when you're motivated. So it's like, and at the end of the day, like, if you want to be successful and if you want to get to somewhere, it's just work. It's just like putting more work in and putting like, whether work is something that you love because it's like creative, and at first that's motivation, just pushing you. But then like after a while, it's like, it does get a little tedious. And I think a little bit is drawn away from the fact that you have to make content and stuff like that. Maybe if you didn't have to do that, like if all you were doing was focusing on making music, then it would be a lot easier. But I would argue like also that would get a little harder over time. Like, I think basketball players, when they go in the NBA, they probably don't like basketball anymore.
Yeah.
Like literally, like, yeah, they're getting paid millions of dollars, but dude, soccer players, like I've played soccer for a lot of my life. There's points where I was just like tired of it, but I love the sport. I love, like.
Yeah, no, it's. And what you said about social media, it's like that adds to like the mental health aspect, because like, like let's say you release a song and you get 50,000 views, and then your TikTok blows up, and then you're doing well and you're still like on the momentum pace, and like you're doing really well, and then it just all drops. The next song gets like, let's just say 2,000 streams, and then like your TikTok views go all the way down. Like you're not gonna be motivated anymore. You're gonna be like, fuck, like I fucked up my shot. Like I had my shot and I fucked it up, and then you're gonna feel like everything's over, but it's really just keep on going and you'll make it back out there.
For sure. Hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard.
Yeah. I think that's a good place to end it.
That's the best.
We're at 1 hour and 5 minutes. I feel though that like, because it's also really fucking hot in here.
Yeah, I'm fucking sweating my ass off.
When do you go back?
So I head back to Boston on Tuesday.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Damn, because I feel like we actually could just run it back again. Like I think that was a good one, but I feel like we could talk about a lot. You know.
I'm here in the morning. But
we'll see.
I got school in the morning.
Shit. Well, who says we gotta go though? Because we're gonna be famous on podcasts and music. So.
Dude, Ryan put in the chat. You guys are gonna be public figures one day. Like, yo, what was he cooking?
Dude, if I don't have to answer to anyone, I'm fine with that. But if I have to get canceled. But yeah, I think that was a great episode. Thank you, Denzel. Thank you for coming again.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you, AG. Is the end of the podcast. You'll find this sneak peeks online somewhere. But yeah, thank you to everyone. Ryan's here too, and we have an audience member today. Thanks, Vergate. All love. All right. See you guys next time.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace.